There are questions we don't ask out loud, not because we don't believe, but because we're afraid of what the answer might reveal about us. One of the most painful questions many people carry is this: is something wrong with me for doubting God? Not doubting his existence, but doubting his closeness, his care, his response. We rarely admit this question because doubt feels like a betrayal of faith, and shame grows quietly around it. From the outside, doubt looks like distance, but from the inside, doubt feels like conflict. You still believe, yet something inside you resists surrender. You pray, but your thoughts hesitate. You want to trust, but fear interrupts. And instead of bringing this tension into the light, many people bury it under religious performance. They keep praying, serving, attending, while silently wondering why faith feels fragile. Psychologically, this creates a split. The mind keeps going, repeating beliefs it learned. The heart pulls back, protecting itself from disappointment. And when those two parts stop communicating, doubt appears. Not as rebellion, but as a signal. A signal that something inside needs to be understood, not condemned. Here is something rarely said. People who truly do not care about God do not wrestle with him. Indifference does not ache. Doubt does. The pain you feel when questioning God is not proof that faith is dying. It is proof that attachment still exists. You are not disconnected. You are conflicted. Most religious spaces teach us what to believe, but not how to hold belief when life contradicts it. No one prepares us for unanswered prayers, prolonged suffering, or silence. And when those experiences accumulate, the mind does what it is designed to do. It questions. Not to destroy meaning, but to protect the self from further harm. This is where shame enters. Shame tells you that doubt makes you weak, that questioning disqualifies you, that strong believers don't struggle like this. But shame is not spiritual conviction. It is psychological pressure, and pressure never deepens faith. It only forces compliance. Doubt is often the mind's attempt to resolve a contradiction. I believe God is good, yet my experience hurts. When that contradiction is not addressed honestly, the mind loops. Anxiety grows. Distance forms. Faith becomes something you defend instead of something you live. In this space, many people ask the wrong question. They ask, how do I stop doubting? A better question is, what is my doubt trying to protect me from? And because doubt rarely attacks belief directly, it protects the heart from disappointment it does not know how to process. If you are listening to this and feeling exposed, that is not a sign of danger. It is a sign of recognition. You are not alone in this tension. And nothing about this struggle means you are broken. It means you are human, aware, and still in relationship, even if that relationship feels strained. Psychology offers a lens that faith alone is often not allowed to use. It explains that when the human mind experiences repeated emotional pain without resolution, it enters survival mode. In survival, trust becomes secondary, control becomes primary. The nervous system prioritizes safety over openness, and faith at its core requires openness. This means something important. When life overwhelms you, your capacity to trust, including spiritual trust, naturally decreases. Not because you choose disbelief, but because your system is protecting itself. Doubt, then, is not a moral failure. It is a nervous system response. Cognitive dissonance plays a major role here. Cognitive dissonance happens when beliefs and lived experiences no longer align. You believe God listens, but prayers go unanswered. You believe God cares, but pain continues. The mind cannot hold these contradictions indefinitely without tension. Something has to give, and often that something is emotional connection. In these moments, doubt is the mind asking for integration. It is asking, how do I hold faith without denying my pain? When that question is not welcomed, shame takes over, and shame isolates. It convinces you to hide the very questions that could lead to healing. Many religious narratives treat doubt as an enemy. Psychology treats it as information. Information about where pain has accumulated, about where expectations were formed without preparation, about where meaning needs to be reconstructed, not abandoned. This is why trying to force certainty rarely works. Certainty under pressure becomes brittle. It cracks easily. Mature faith is not built on constant reassurance. It is built on the ability to stay present even when answers are missing. If your doubt feels heavy, it may be because it carries grief. Grief for prayers that did not turn out as hoped, for seasons where you felt alone, for versions of faith that promised simplicity but delivered complexity. This grief does not disappear by ignoring it. It transforms when it is acknowledged. Faith does not die because questions exist. Faith dies when questions are not allowed to breathe, when silence becomes fear instead of space, when honesty feels dangerous. If doubt has entered your relationship with God, it may not be there to destroy it. It may be there to deepen it, if you let it. Here is a perspective that changes everything. Doubt only hurts when something still matters. You do not grieve what you are indifferent to. You do not question what you have already abandoned. The ache of doubt exists because connection exists. Think about human relationships. When you question someone you love, it is often because you care deeply. You want clarity, reassurance, repair. Indifference ends relationships quietly. Questions try to save them. Spiritually, the same principle applies. Doubt is not the opposite of faith. Indifference is. Doubt means the relationship is under tension, not absent. It means you are still engaged, still searching, still open, even if confused. This reframing removes shame. It allows you to see doubt not as a verdict, but as a process. A process where belief moves from inherited ideas into lived understanding, from performance into authenticity, from certainty into trust. Faith that has never been questioned is often faith that has never been tested, and faith that has never been tested rarely sustains under pressure. What you are experiencing may be the transition from borrowed belief into personal faith. This transition is uncomfortable. It feels like loss before it feels like growth. Old images of God fall away. Simplistic answers stop working. Silence becomes louder. But this is not regression. It is maturation. God is not threatened by your questions. If God were fragile, faith would be fragile too. But faith that survives questioning becomes resilient, quieter, stronger. You are not failing because you doubt. You are forming. Faith does not return through force. It returns through safety. When pressure is removed, openness returns. When shame loosens its grip, curiosity emerges. And when curiosity is allowed, connection slowly rebuilds. You do not need to feel spiritual to be faithful. You need to be honest. Faith grows where honesty is welcomed, not where perfection is demanded. Instead of asking yourself to believe harder, try asking yourself gentler questions. What hurt did I never bring to God? What disappointment did I silence? What fear do I avoid naming? These are not threats to faith. They are doorways. Faith becomes alive again in quiet moments, in allowing silence without panic, in choosing presence over performance, in staying even when nothing is felt. Sometimes faith rests, sometimes it heals, sometimes it waits for you to stop demanding proof and start allowing presence. God is not found only in certainty. He is often found in the willingness to remain. Before we end, I'd like to invite you into a few quiet moments, not to think about faith, but to feel it, not as an idea, but as a presence.
Take a moment to settle where you are. You don't need to change anything. Just allow yourself to pause. Gently close your eyes, if that feels comfortable, and begin by noticing your breath, not forcing it, not controlling it, just noticing. Inhale slowly through your nose, and exhale softly through your mouth. Again, inhale and release. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Let your body know it is safe to rest for a moment. You don't need to be strong right now. You don't need to believe harder. You don't need to understand anything. Simply be here. Bring your attention to your chest. Notice the gentle movement as you breathe, the rise and the fall. The space right here is where many people think faith should feel loud, but today, allow it to be quiet. If your faith feels small, that's okay. Small things can still be alive. If your faith feels distant, that's okay too. Distance does not mean absence. As you breathe, imagine a gentle warmth forming in your chest. Not something dramatic, just a soft presence, like a light that doesn't demand attention. It simply exists. You don't need to name it. You don't need to define it. Just allow it. With each breath in, quietly say to yourself, I don't need to force faith. And with each breath out, I allow myself to be held. If doubts arise, let them pass like clouds. You don't need to answer them now. You don't need to fix them. Faith does not grow through pressure. It grows through safety. And in this moment, nothing is required of you. God is not waiting for better words, not waiting for stronger certainty, not waiting for perfect trust. Presence is enough. Stay here for a few breaths, resting, allowing, receiving. And when you feel ready, gently return your awareness to your body, to the room around you. Take one final slow breath in and release. Remember this. You don't need to force faith. You are already held.
If you are listening to this and recognizing yourself, know this: there is nothing wrong with you for doubting God. There is something human about questioning when life has been heavy. Doubt does not disqualify you from faith. Silence does not mean abandonment. And emptiness does not mean absence. You are not losing your faith. You are learning how to hold it differently. If this reflection spoke to you, I invite you to respond, not with answers, but with honesty. In the comments, write one thing you have been afraid to ask God. Your courage may help someone else feel less alone. Stay connected to this channel, Signs from Heaven, for conversations where faith meets the mind, where questions are allowed, and where healing happens without pressure. More reflections are coming, for those who believe even when believing feels heavy. You are seen, you are held, and you are not walking this journey alone.